how to fix difficult piano passages. If you've ever repeated a difficult section of a piece over and over again, and it still doesn't seem to improve, you're certainly not alone. The problem isn't the passage of music though, it's how we're practicing it. I'm a concert pianist, teacher and examiner, and work mainly with advanced adult pupils. And this is one of the most common frustrations I see. Talented players are spending a lot of time on difficult sections, but not actually solving the problem. Why? Well, I think many people approach difficult sections like this. They play it, notice a mistake, try again, maybe slow it down and repeat. But here is the issue. Repeating a problem doesn't necessarily fix it. In fact, it can end up making the mistake more consistent. So instead of improving, you get stuck. To fix a difficult passage, we need to stop thinking purely in terms of repetition and start thinking in terms of diagnosis. We're not practicing the piece, we're solving a specific problem. Let me use a typical example. This is from Mozart's Fantasia in D minor, and this is bar 44, which I find is often a tricky corner for pupils. It's a presto section with a lot of semiquavers. And pupils will often trip up on those notes or struggle to play that with evenness. The first thing to do is to isolate the problem. If I go through those semiquavers, there is an awkward moment where I've got to put my thumb on A, second finger G sharp, fourth finger B flat, third on A. I've got to squeeze the hand together and make sure the fingering is right. So I'm going to isolate it just to that tiny corner where there's a bit of a challenge. I'm going to practice it slowly, and I'm focusing on evenness of tone. I'm making sure there's no unnecessary tension in the arm or the hand, and every note is absolutely clear. I'm practicing slowly, but it's not just slow practice. It's really focused and concentrated, controlled slow practice. Thinking about the movement of each finger, every note is intentional. Now, the next stage, and this is where real progress often happens, is to add some variation. So we can play that with different rhythms. Perhaps accenting different notes. Maybe with different articulation, different dynamics. And this forces the brain to actually really learn that passage. So finally, we can then rebuild. Only now do we start to reconnect that passage into the larger section. So I'm working out from that passage, but I'm still keeping my tempo slow. And now from the beginning of the presto. And so on. I could then look to gradually increase the tempo. Bit by bit. And also start to think about the musical context. What is the shaping of that section of the music? And I can start to incorporate that. If you do this properly, something changes. You stop hoping it will continue to improve and you start to control the result. This is where the difference happens between inefficient practice of simply just repeating something over and over again to professional level preparation, where we're really focusing on a problem and solving it. This is just one part of a much larger approach. The full system that I use in my own practicing is includes how to structure entire practice sessions, how to plan your week practicing, and how to integrate this into preparation for a performance. If you want a clear, structured way to apply this in your own practice, then I've put everything into a downloadable guide, and you can find the link to that in the description below. I hope you find this useful in improving your own practice, and please leave a comment and let me know how you get on.